I got into DJing at the age of 15, and I ended up really enjoying it. It didn't feel like work, and I didn't realize, but I was starting a little business and I was learning how to run a business. In the later days, once I moved downtown Toronto, so I would be hired to DJ these corporate events. And then I'd look around, it's an event for 3,000 people, and I was exposed to this high-end sort of corporate event world. And I said, well, who's doing all of this? Whether it's the lighting, the decor, all these other really, really exciting elements. And so I slowly morphed from being a DJ into an event company where I was providing the visuals for events, be it props or stage sets. And that was sort of the beginning and sort of the transition into Eventscape. In the early days, we started working with stretch fabric, and we were using these tensile forms to create stage sets, to do ceiling treatments, and just to change the look of a room. When we'd light them up, we'd project on them. And we did that for a while, and it was really exciting. We were one of the first to do it here in Toronto. And then we started adding tubular frames to give them a three-dimensional appearance. We were called upon to do the royal family wedding in Abu Dhabi. It was really challenging at the time, but it was a very large graphic fabric canopy with a big custom chandelier. And we built it all in Toronto, we shipped it to Abu Dhabi, and we sent a crew down there to set it up, and it was phenomenal. And so that sort of brought us to another level where we started working on bigger projects, and we eventually transitioned out of exhibitry and events, and we started focusing primarily on retail. We started adding new materials to what we might work with. So traditionally it was just fabrics, and then we moved into acrylics, millwork, metalwork, lighting, media, and we continually evolved and moved the needle further and further and made things more complicated. Working with designers and working with end clients who wanted to push things forward, who wanted to do something that was different, and we provided them an outlet to push the boundaries and do things that are unique with their designs. Every year or 2 years, there's that one project brought to us by an architect or a designer or client that pushes us out of our comfort zone. They're taking a chance as a designer to do something really unique. We had to evolve and change as a company. So you might have to bring in new skill sets within your company. You might have to invest in technology. And once this project is installed and you're successful, you have a newfound confidence to do it again. Within Eventscape, we've surrounded ourselves with people that thrive on overcoming these challenges. And they've done it all before, and they're not afraid to step out of their comfort zones. And so it's actually, although a little bit uncomfortable, it's very exciting because it's what everybody wants to do, and it's why they're drawn to work at Eventscape. As a matter of fact, the opposite is almost more scary. If things become too easy and too familiar, I don't know if we would be able to keep the culture and all the talented people that we have surrounded ourselves with. They sort of thrive on the unknown and building the unknown. That's what keeps us excited doing what we do, and that's what draws some of our clients to us. We're fortunate, and we work with many of the top architects and designers in the world and many of the top brands in the world. We are a go-to source for people who want something unique. I've created an environment that is stimulating for talented people. I create this environment to encourage them to thrive, explore, do what they love doing, and then I stay out of their way. So I let great people do great things, and I try to support them whenever I can, but I try to stay out of the way and not impede their evolution. The future for Eventscape, robotics, advanced fabrication, AI, and so we're exploring new technology, we're exploring materials and how it can be utilized, and we're hosting artists in residence, we're hosting architect in residence, where we bring in other creatives and let them work with our team. And the sole purpose is to explore, to pioneer, to find new ways of building things, to get those out in front of architects and designers, and perhaps find new ways of building, new methods of building, using technology or materials in ways that they might not be typically used.